Japanese automobile Mazda plans to improve its electric presence considerably in the next few years. Rumors have it that the car manufacturer will unveil at least 7 or 8 new models before 2030. Even more interesting, some of these EV models will hit the showrooms as soon as 2027. When that happens, Mazda will see its EVs contributing 25 to 40% of its global sales, which will be remarkable. Mazda CEO Masahiro Muro recognizes the need for the company to show commitment to automobile clarification. "We are committed to reducing environmental impact and becoming a leader in sustainable mobility," admitted Mr. Muro in a recent interview. Given that Mazda has already retired the sensational Mazda CX sedan, expectations are that its replacement is on its way, and it could be an electric car. Meanwhile, there are rumors that at least one long-retired sports car will make a grand comeback. I'll reveal its identity in this video. That's not all. We expect Mazda to go all electric on a few currently gas-powered or hybrid models. Of course, as I mentioned, we could see a new flagship model as soon as 2027. I will also reveal its identity in this video. Without giving much away, let's review 5 new 2025 models revealed by Mazda CEO Masahiro Muro that will shock the entire car industry. Let's dive in. 1. 2027 Mazda MX-5. Mazda started producing the MX-5 Roadster, also known as the MX-5 Miata, in 1989 and has succeeded in keeping competitors like Subaru BRZ and Toyota GR86 at arm's length. The numbers even confirm its success rate, and over 1 million units have been sold so far, making it one of the best-selling two-seat convertible roadsters in history. With such high sales, we expect Mazda to continue this model to 2027 and possibly beyond that. As far as the 2027 MX-5 is concerned, we expect a lot from it. As the years go by, Mazda continues to reinvent itself and has made a few changes to the Miata. We could be looking at a pretty new Miata come 2027. Exteriorly, the 2027 Mazda MX-5 gets a more modern twist, headlined by smooth curves, powerful headlights, and a glossy finish. We expect more convertible options on this lineup. Interiorly, the cabin gets a nice finish underscored by premium upholstery, possibly leather. The tachometer, pedals, and shifter look more refreshed. We expect numerous convenience features such as removable cup holders, speaker-embedded headrests, seatback storage compartments, a wide-angle infotainment touchscreen, Android Auto, and Apple CarPlay integrations and wireless charging. Regarding what's under the hood, there are no reports about Mazda going for an electric powertrain. So, we can expect the Japanese car manufacturer to continue with the current naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine with an output of at least 181 horsepower at 7,000 RPM and a torque of about 151 pound-feet at 4,000 RPM. While the output isn't the greatest, the sports car will enjoy decent acceleration and speed when it hits the shelves. We shall look at a top speed of 139 miles per hour and the ability to blast to 60 miles per hour from zero within 5.5 seconds. The best part is that we expect decent fuel economy, which, judging by the current MX-5, should be around 35 miles per gallon on highways and 26 miles per gallon in the city. 2. 2027 Mazda CX-50. You probably know that Mazda has discontinued its best-selling SUV, Mazda CX-5. Well, its replacement is the CX-50, which promises to be better than the CX-5 in specs and performance. If you aren't aware, The CX-50 has been out since 2023 and is currently in its second generation. So far, the CX-50 has garnered massive support worldwide, with the US and China leading the race in sales. In the US, for example, over 44,595 units were sold in 2023, and we expect the number to rise by the end of 2024. Overall, 2027 will be an excellent year for the Mazda CX-50, which according to rumors will be an all-electric. Yes, Mazda has already unveiled a hybrid version of the CX-50 for the Chinese market, which employs Toyota RAV4's hybrid powertrain. While we expect a hybrid variant to feature on the 2025 model lineup and possibly the 2026 edition, there are strong convictions that Mazda could make the 2027 CX-50 an electric crossover. After all, they have already unveiled the EZ-6 as a replacement for the Mazda CX. I'll talk more about the EZ-6 in a few. Wait a minute. I know you are enjoying this video. What about you giving me a thumbs up by liking it, then subscribing and hitting that notification bell for the latest epic videos? Let's continue. Back to the CX-50, we expect nothing but the best. Aesthetically, we don't expect significant changes from the current model. We expect Mazda to maintain the SUV's sporty, sweeping design. Unlike the CX-5, it should have a lower rooftop to offer easy access to the roof-mounted rack. That, however, doesn't mean that Mazda will compromise on the ground clearance. Quite the contrary. We expect the ground clearance to increase, making it easy to maneuver the challenging off-road. We also expect Mazda to offer a panoramic sunroof as an optional perk. Though it may take a while for the sales numbers to be as impressive as those of Mazda CX-5, things look pretty good for the CX-50, and we just can't wait for the 2027 edition to hit the market. 3. 2027 Mazda EZ-6. The EZ-6 is one of Mazda's most recent revelations. This electric vehicle was unveiled in April 2024 at the Beijing Auto Show and has been an internet sensation ever since. Overall, there are numerous reasons to be excited about Mazda EZ-6. For one, it's an electric sedan, something that Mazda fans have yearned for years. So this is one thing that Mazda has promised and delivered. The other thing is that Mazda has finally replaced its once top-selling sedan, Mazda CX. Even more exciting for Mazda 6 fans is that the EZ-6 looks fancier, more equipped in specs, and better all-round. You just can't ask for more. Well, this EV has been co-developed by Mazda and Changan Automobile, a Chinese state-owned car manufacturer known for producing exciting EVs for the Chinese audience. We expect the EZ-6 to continue to 2027 and beyond, as it's a new model. As far as the 2027 edition goes, we expect Mazda to make a few changes to its interior and exterior, making it fancier than what we already have in the market. Interiorly, there could be a few changes to the central multimedia touchscreen, sound system, and other infotainment provisions. The current model features a fancy 14.6-inch infotainment touchscreen and a 14-speaker Sony audio system. You might, however, see some slight tweaks that will make the infotainment system even more adorable. But of course, we expect Mazda to continue with its 64-color ambient internal lighting, glass rooftop, zero-gravity seats, which will separate it from the rest of the competition. Exteriorly, the 2027 EZ-6 will have sleeker bodywork with a purposeful stance. It should feature thin, wide-flowing headlights and a squared-off grille in the front. A retractable wing sits above the taillight in the rear end and is strategically raised to aid speed. 4. 2027 Mazda RX-7 Reborn. This is probably hard to believe, but strong rumors suggest that Mazda might unveil a new version of the iconic RX-7 Roadster, which could happen in 2027. Mazda's last production of the RX-7 was in 2002, so it has been over 2 decades. But is there any reason to be excited about Mazda RX Reborn? Well, if the new edition is anything like the old, which we think it could be, we have all the reasons to be ecstatic about it. Let's start with the looks. We expect the 2027 Mazda RX-7 to copy the old RX-7's bold, distinctive styling, which captured the attention of every sports enthusiast around the globe. Its Formula One-inspired design, characterized by sweeping rear wings, pop-up headlights, and a prominent front eardrum, embodies confidence. Of course, we expect the 2027 Mazda RX to be a blend of timeless sleek appeal and aerodynamic finesse. Away from the exterior, we expect the 2027 to be just as quick as its predecessor. We expect it to clock 60 miles per hour from rest within 5.0 seconds, accelerating quicker than the Honda NSV, Dodge Stealth, Porsche 968, and BMW E36. 5. 2027 Mazda 9. Lastly, let's talk about a Grand Tourer that will own the ground it steps on. Let's touch on a sports machine that will challenge the Audi RS6 Avant, BMW M8, Mercedes AMG GT63 SE, Porsche Taycan, and Polestar 5 for power and speed. No, we're not talking about the Mazda CX-90, which is a crossover by the way. No, we are talking about something lighter and faster, a Grand Tourer, and the first of its generation. While Mazda hasn't said much about its specs, we expect a sports car that's class above the rest. It should feature the most advanced infotainment and driver assistance technology. Its cabin should exemplify class and comfort, and its powertrain should be the best of its class. We could also be looking at semi-autonomous car with self-parking and independent braking capabilities. We'll keep watching this one to update you on any developments and possibly the release date. There you have it. Those 5 new 2027 Mazda models will shock the entire automobile space. We just can't wait for them to hit the market. Meanwhile, here is another video about Mazda 5 new 2026 models that you'll enjoy watching. See you there.